But we all intuitively feel that personalizing and individualizing instruction has a tremendous power to teaching. We've also seen that self-paced learning has tremendous benefits when the student can take a pause and ponder on things and understand things and is not rushed by the class to be with the entire class. That has tremendous benefits. The immediate feedback that every student can get learning by computers is certainly much superior to the relatively rare feedback that the students are getting from even excellent teachers in a traditional classroom. And with computers, you can provide motivation. That's hard to provide to our students nowadays in the age of technology. They expect computers in the classroom. But all those attributes that personalization of instruction can deliver in themselves are not going to do the trick. We still need great teaching. So is it doable? Because we see great teaching in a classroom, but the classroom, traditional classroom, cannot provide those benefits that are listed here. Can those two things be combined?
And by this, you mean like combining all
combining the great teaching with all of those things and more that the computers can deliver. Well, keep thinking, but I'll turn it in a little unusual direction. Actually, not only it's doable, it's been invented a couple of centuries ago. And it's called private teaching. Very simple, right? You just give a private teacher to every student, to every couple of students. What you're going to get is tremendously good teaching and all the personalization that you could dream of. Immediate feedback, right? Motivation, everything that I listed will be delivered right there on the spot and better than anyone could deliver. Private teaching was practiced actually for many centuries and proven to be effective. Actually recently, relatively recently, it was proven effective with scientific methods, believe it or not. Anyone of you have heard about Bloom's phenomenon, 2 sigma phenomenon? So Benjamin Bloom published in 1984 a seminal paper where he described the so-called study, or the so-called phenomena, which since that time received the name Bloom's 2 sigma phenomenon. So what Bloom's done, he arranged a study where some students were tutored one-on-one, learning the material, and compared with the control students in a controlled classroom. And what he discovered is that one-to-one tutoring or teaching using master learning technique, by the way, master learning is important here. We don't have time to dive into what it is. But by the way, that's something that we at Reasoning Mind are not doing, which is a bad thing. But if you use that technique, master learning, and we can do and probably should be doing, if you use this technique and you do one-on-one tutoring, then your average tutored student would be above 98% of students in the control class. 98%. 2 standard deviations, the 2 sigmas, is huge. If anyone could improve what we currently have in a classroom by 2 standard deviations, well, we can go home and just relax because the education problem will be solved. There's one little problem with that, is that there's no resources in our society to give private tutor or private teacher to every student, right? It's just not doable. It's a solution, but it is a prohibitively expensive solution. But that's at least a solution. So that's something that we could try at least, hopefully model after. And that's what, in some ways, I'm trying to do with Reasoning Mind. We can't give a private teacher to every student, but we could use smart computers as a replacement to some extent, not fully. And actually, as we just discussed, we could use the combination of smart computers and either tutors or teachers and blend these experiences for students together in such a way that hopefully they'll deliver something that will be closer to private tutoring with a live person than anything else.